welcome everyone to Hated World's The Burning Wind. How are you guys doing?
I
Good.
was I was so expecting you to say blades in the dark.
No,
I was like
I'm not ready.
I was like burning wait, what?
yeah. I mean, I love The Burning Wind, but Kelso, why don't you just run unprepared? It'll be fine.
I'm sure. I'm sure it'll be totally fine. All right. I mean, last we spoke to that crew, y'all had ended the world pretty much, so we got plenty of places to go from there.
Sure, it'll be great.
It'll be great.
Like blades in Tarbine or something like that.
Actually, that could potentially work. That's definitely a city where scoundrels thrive. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have crews in Tarbine. Like urchin gangs or something like that.
totally. So if we, all right, it's on the back burner. If we ever need a filler episode, we got it. Problem solved, kids. All right, moving on. Let's do it.
Cool. So, yeah, where were we when we left off? Because like the last time we played was a few weeks ago, and even that time we were doing the side characters.
Oh, you're
So,
still called Sleet, by the way.
yes, I will fix
I
that.
assume you'll be playing Mathers today. Um,
Uh, well, okay. I like playing Mathers, um, but I wouldn't mind playing Sleet.
up to you, up to you. I mean, if you want to switch to Sleet, that's fine too. I will be woefully unprepared for anything Sleet once though, but
Yeah,
that's going
yeah.
to create interesting chaos.
I think that he probably has too much of a network for a starting character. So I should, yeah, should probably play Mathers. I think that would be
I'm
fairer.
sure we could work something out if you wanted to play Sleet.
Hmm. No, we're good.
Okay. So what I had written down that still needs to happen from last time is Levi was going to meet with an employee of Mathers to ask them about Lynn, and the employee is then going to tell Mathers, who's then going to find out the information for Levi.
Oh yeah.
But before that happens, I have something else I wanna do, and it has to do with Desi.
Ooh, what does it have to do with me? Oh my.
Well, Desi, um, you're lying in bed. It's night and you're deep asleep. And you dream of the sound of drums, sometimes very quiet, sometimes ear deafening and like you have to cover your ears to not get deaf.
Mhm.
You see a man and he's wearing a cloak of silence and a mask of pain. He rides a horse black as coal, and on his shoulder sits a black raven. The raven screams, a weird and terrible scream, and the scene changes. You're now on an empty dance floor. The man is there again, and he dances gracefully, and in his arms is the boy known as Rav. That's when you wake up.
Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. All right. I don't know what to do with that yet. I think Desi wakes up and she goes um to like the kitchen area of her little, she has like a little cottage that she lives in and tells fortunes out of in the you know edges of the university town. So she heads over to the kitchen and just pours herself some water from a decanter, and she then pours some more water into like a bowl, and I think she like sips the water while staring into the bowl. And I want to like, what can this still be nighttime?
Definitely.
Okay, so like
I can imagine this day. This is a dream you startle awake from.
Yeah, like she startles awake from it, but then she like takes
Let me
a few
post the
deep...
text for you in chat, by the way, so that you can record it if you want.
Oh, thank you. Nice. So, yeah, so she takes a few deep breaths before she goes to the kitchen and calms herself down. She drinks like the glass of water, and then she pours the rest of it into a big bowl that she moves to a different place in her where she normally tells fortunes from. And there's like a window, and the light from the window comes in, and you can see a reflection of the stars on the bowl of water. And I want to use augury to try to gain a deeper meaning from this dream.
Okay.
Cat.
What does augury do exactly?
Augury. Augury, where are you? No, is astrology? Sorry, I don't know how.
Astrology. Okay.
That's the word I'm looking for.
That makes sense.
That makes more sense. Let me actually look at my book and I will read it to you.
Yeah,
That
let me
doesn't...
find mine somewhere.
Find
Let
your
you
book? That's silly. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
That is the hate of orcs, not what I'm looking for. That is not...
I hope not.
skills at all. Here we go. Okay. It says... The study of the stars, the planets, and the zodiac. Astrology is a deep and ancient science that describes the relationships of the celestial sphere to the terrestrial. Astrology may be forked with any skill except those of the martial or physical type. However, the astrology fork die is different from other forks, blah 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 blah. But basically, obstacles. Naming the stars in their constellation is Ob 1. Constructing a horoscope is Ob 2. Determining the auspices of beginning with enterprise is Ob 3. Calling on the stars to answer a question, Ob 4. Interpreting celestial phenomenon or omens is Ob 5. So this would either be Ob 4 or Ob 5, I think.
I have a question. Don't you think omen-wise would be more appropriate?
I was planning on using that as a fork, but if you think it would be more appropriate, I can definitely roll it that way instead. Yeah.
Well,
sure.
I mean, you can do astrology. Like you'd basically be doing two different things. In astrology, you would be calling upon the stars to answer a question for you.
Well, in that case, I think can I roll omen wise while forking astrology in that case?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Okay. Um.
I don't know, like what you're better at, of course. Like that might change things, but
I mean, I'm better at astrology, but I agree with you that now that I remember I have open wise, that it's probably makes more sense to be.
I think like omen-wise would just like the difference would be that omen-wise would be a little bit easier. I don't know, like
Yeah. Okay. Can I also fork in
Yeah, it kind of makes sense that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, can I also fork in my magical skills, like tapping into magic powers here? I don't think that's really appropriate actually when I think about how the magic system works in the Name of the Wind in this world. So
I agree with you that magic is probably not. You can do other skills like if you have history or lore related skills maybe, but I think magic's probably not very appropriate.
no, I've got I'm gonna take astrology. Um, symbology symbology would not work. Falsehood would not work. Profanity wise would not work. Read is not helpful.
Symbology is like literal symbols, right? Direct symbols, not
Right.
like metaphorical.
No, that's what I'm saying
Yeah.
because it's and whatever the word is that sorcery is now, alar would not work. Ugly truth, maybe.
Isn't ugly truth but telling someone the truth?
It's I you know
Yeah,
it,
It might
I
be.
think
it is,
I
but
think
this is
symbology
me
actually makes
telling
sense. I don't know.
myself the truth.
ugly truth.
But I know I'm kind of pushing that, so
Let me just look it up. I mean, it can.
it's about cutting to the heart of the matter and seeing something for what it is, even if you don't really want to.
Okay, so yeah, it's not like giving somebody the ugly truth, but stripping something to its ugly truth.
Mm-hmm.
I
Often it's
think
used
that
as
is
like a
appropriate.
verbal attack, like, but I feel like
I think it is appropriate.
it could be appropriate here.
Symbology. Yeah,
Okay.
so symbology is typically like marks and signs and ancient and obscure symbols. So I don't think that goes here. But ugly truth, I think ugly truth is,
Sorry, I don't
definitely
mean symbology.
something.
I mean sigildry.
Oh
Oh.
no, sigildry you can't.
Yeah, is even less appropriate.
Yeah.
But I got 2 forks here, and let's. What's my ob?
I feel like this would be obstacle. I'm not sure what the ob is for wises. I couldn't find it exactly.
Gosh, I know there is a place it's written down.
I know that too.
I could only find it.
Welcome to Burning Wheel.
It's on the wisest page. Yeah, common knowledge of the subject, an interesting fact, details, uncommon knowledge, rare goods, bizarre, obscure, freaky details or specifics are
So
what
what's
it was
up
here.
3 and what is up 4?
Ob 3 details. Ob 4 uncommon knowledge.
You know
Ob
what?
5
I feel like this is not an obstacle. I feel like this is a thing where more will get you more.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I just roll it at Ob 1 and whatever comes up comes
Yeah.
up.
I think so.
3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. So 3 successes is details. You find you search your mind and you find that you find 2 things. The first is that the man on the horse represents danger.
Hmm.
And the second is that the raven is significant.
All right. Good to know. I'll write this down.
Then, what did Levi want to talk to an employee of Mather's?
Well, I do need information about a certain person. And yeah, I'm not going to get it myself because I don't want to be seen. So basically, that's what I tell him.
So
This
who
person and
do you send Mathers to talk to Levi?
Let's call them Reginald. He has like a very thin veneer of refinement over thuggishness, and um, but he's been counseled that Levi is to be handled with kid
I
gloves,
have a better idea.
and but I think he has like this pencil thin mustache and clothes that have been like that are definitely like hand me downs, but have been but are in very good repair. Uh, and his frame is somewhere between uh, a muscled and overweight, and in his clothes it's hard to tell which or exactly where between those two he is.
Interesting.
Let's actually do a circles roll for him. So we'll determine that you find him, but depending on whether you roll well or whether I have to invoke the enmity clause,
All right.
that may bring complications.
Okay. And that's my circles?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you want someone to talk to Levi and then, talk to you afterwards.
Okay. I have circles somewhere. There they are. Okay. And
Let me grab the circles thing.
okay. And you can't fork on circles, right? You just
No, you can use, I think, social groups you belong to and such, but not skills as forks.
okay.
Circles 377. Affiliations, that's the one I meant.
Okay. Yep, just
You
gonna be
use
the raw roll.
affiliations and maybe also reputations. Let's see. Okay, so you search for someone with a specific occupation, maybe thug. Something along those lines. If it's a broad occupation or part of the same life path, then that doesn't give you any obstacles. But if it's something uncommon or very specific, then that gives you extra obstacle. So, what occupation are you looking for?
Oh, he's a fellow smuggler.
Okay.
Or actually, well, essentially that.
Yeah. Okay. So his social station is going to be the same as you, or lower, or higher.
Probably a little lower.
Okay, that increases your obstacle by 1.
But it just makes sense. He wouldn't be part of the school. He's he's in the business of taking the ship
you need
back and
effort
forth.
to find people like this. So are you looking for any special characteristics? Just any thug, or a thug loyal to you, or
Loyalty would be great. But I don't know that I don't know that even that would be a special characteristic.
it is part of disposition and character knowledge. You can add a specific a qualification to the character you're looking for. You can be skilled in damascening. I don't know how you say that. Best in town, loyal, or have special knowledge. So loyal is actually mentioned there.
Okay.
Question is, does loyal add 1 or 2 up? I feel like loyal amongst thugs adds 2 extra obstacle to that. So you're not requiring him at a weird time or place, right? Not like in the middle of the night in the central hall of the university or anything. Okay. So then your obstacle becomes 4. You may ask someone to help you. If they share your circles. Wises can be used as linked test. And if you're looking for somebody with a specific reputation, then you can use their reputation to your advantage.
Okay. I don't think I'm looking for a specific reputation.
Just want to. I mean,
But-
is that outcast life path count here as circles in this? Do you want Desi's help? Would you go to anybody for help? I feel like the answer is no, even if it could help.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to keep this as quiet and discreet as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm appreciative of
that. Okay.
I mean, Levi could probably help you, but then, you know, would you really ask Levi to find someone that you promised you'd find for him?
No, that wouldn't work at all. Okay, so actually, I'm not sure that I'm not certain that this should actually require a circle. Well, I guess I'm sort of split on it because, like, just like buying the ship as property, buying the business as property, comes with employees.
Okay, it comes with employees. Fair enough.
I guess that's fair. That doesn't make them loyal employees.
That's true.
Well, you know what? If it comes with employees, then how about we lower the difficulty just to see if you got somebody who's loyal to you.
Okay.
To see if you find good employees.
Okay, that sounds fair. And can I use Citywise as a link test?
Sure.
Okay. And once again, we come to the Wises.
So let's say it's obstacle 2 now.
Okay.
Your circles test.
Okay. So okay. So should I? But I should roll the Citywise check first, right?
If you want to do a link test with Citywise, then definitely, yeah.
Okay.
That will give you a +1 or a -1 depending on whether you do. So Citywise, I feel like that's an ob2 as well.
Okay. All right. Martha, face up 2, and here we go, burying ourselves. But
that
okay.
That is not good.
Well, since you were trying to figure out whether or not they were loyal, I think it's very appropriate to enact the enmity clause here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's
But there's still the Citywise, so he gets a minus.
Oh,
he
you
gets
just
a
give
-1.
Okay.
I mean, he'll definitely find Reginald. Then that's not a problem.
Yeah.
But you know what Reginald he finds, that's another question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, and does anybody have the page on which you in which it shows what checks count as routine, which count as difficult?
It already says Citywise is routine for you.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's right there.
It says
Okay.
Citywise, and below that it says routine.
Okay.
The only
So
time you're
that's
going to need
not
to check that
even
chart is
necessary.
if you're doing a versus test, because it won't unless the other person rolls first, because you won't know what your obstacle is until after you both roll.
Yeah.
Okay. So failing that puts the obstacle up 1, correct?
Yes. So ob 3. You're right.
Okay. Yeah. But hey, difficult circles test.
Well, yeah. Okay. So Reginald is there, and he looks every bit as imposing and unusual as you've described him. So he's like, hey, mother said you got something to ask me. That's to you, Levi.
Oh, it's already to me. I thought
Yeah.
you were talking to each other. Yes.
No. Mother said you got something to ask me.
Yes, that is true. Is there something like intuition or something I can roll to see if this guy is trustworthy or not? Let me. Probably something I don't have. like always.
Maybe just perception.
Hey, it's probably
Or
read,
no,
right? So I can read
what
that
is the
guy.
observation is the one.
Oh, I.
Oh, well, isn't observation for things that are specifically hidden?
Yeah, but
Which
if
may
he's
be
trying
appropriate.
to hide, like you're looking for whether he's trustworthy or not, right? I mean, if he's obviously trustworthy, then he will show his obvious trustworthiness. But he might just be hiding something, in which case it's observation.
Okay, that's something I'm learning right now. So.
Oh, you can learn it a little better.
Okay. Yeah. I no modifiers and stuff like this. I guess I'm not using Arthur. What's the obstacle?
3. It will double itself automatically. Oh wow. You have 6s, so you can use fate to try and get to that 6.
Yeah. Okay, how do I do this? I just
You just if you
lower
have
the
fate.
fate. Yeah, I have 4, so I have 3 now after it.
Yep, and then just roll
roll 2d6.
2d6.
Because you
Okay.
have 2 6s. So you
Okay.
can add these 2 dice, and if those are 6s again, then you can re-roll them again.
Okay.
No.
Well, you can't really tell if he's trustworthy or not. This guy is just a bit of everything. He's a bit of friendly and a bit of weird and a bit of thuggish and a bit of you don't know what to make of this guy.
Now it's the question. Do I just what was the deadline again for my report?
I don't remember. Somewhere during this session, I imagine.
Yeah, because I might just try to get this one on someone else right now to find out if this is if this guy is trustworthy or if it leaks. And if it's fine, then it's going to be fine. And if it's not going to be fine, then I'm saying, Matters, what the fuck have you done? It's not why
Would you do that naturally, even if you hadn't known that Mathers touched his circles roll?
This is my instincts. If in doubt, don't give away true information.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you would have had time to look up this guy, I imagine, unless Mathers had had insisted that you do the same meeting that afternoon.
Yeah, I mean,
so let's say you got a couple of days to look up this guy. And Desi and Mathers, you can do something else during those days. So mark, let's say 2 days worth of practice of something or whatever.
Although
you spend.
I certainly don't mind you looking them up. It doesn't matter to me one way or the other really. Uh, but I thought it was arranged as you're just gonna meet meet whoever was going to be there at a certain place and time. So there I don't know that there'd
That
be
is
an opportunity to.
You can still Levi, you can still look up, but then you'd have to do backgrounds on all of Sleet's Mather's employees.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I should fix that.
Which is going to be harder.
I mean, the thing is, I'm not even trying to look up this guy. Actually, that's what I said. I was just giving him someone to look up, like not.
You wanted to have him look up multiple people.
I wanted him to look up somebody. It doesn't matter who, someone unimportant, unrelated, just to know if this guy is trustworthy or not, and if I can really ask him to look up Lynn afterwards without stuff leaking.
I imagine you can try, but it will test his patience, which means that Mathers told him to do this one thing, so he'll do this one thing. But Mathers didn't tell him to do, multiple things for you. So you'd have to convince Mathers to get him to help you, or you'd have to convince him to help you, something like that. So like that's definitely a possibility, but it will make things more complicated.
Yeah, but I have this instinct called, if in doubt, don't give away true information. And
I mean, like you definitely
I am
have
pretty much in doubt right now. So
well, I mean that's up to you what you do.
so
I'm just telling you the consequences.
yeah, and you don't have to tell me. Let's just play it out. So,
You don't have to tell me that I'm making a poor choice. Let's just do it.
You do actually in Burning Wheel as a game master. You have to tell people the consequences of stuff they do.
really?
Yeah.
What? Why?
Not in all situations, everything, but I think. But yeah, you're supposed to let people know that hey, if you do this, you might die.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
don't want it just to just come out of nowhere, you know.
But in real life, if I'm doing a poor life decision, nobody's going to warn me about that. Hey, you might end up dead. No, you will not do it. No, you shouldn't jump from a building. That you can't fly.
I mean, some people forget that sometimes.
I might forget to mention it. If you jump from a building.
And sometimes people are like, "Well, I've got this secret technique," and the GM is like, "You know damn well that secret technique's not gonna work." And it's like, "No, but it should." And the GM's like, "I'm telling you right now, you know in character that is not going to work. You still want to do it? Sure, let's go." But
okay. Anyway, I'm still going for it.
Sure. Also like a reason why role-playing games are different, because the GM can imagine the height of the building very differently from the player, and the player might not realize that what they thought was like a small hut or jumping off is actually like a 7-story building that's gonna kill them if they jump off. Anyway, I mean, so he's like, yeah. What do you want?
Question: should I think about a name that he should check on, or do we just say random guy?
You can whatever you want.
Okay, I'm going for random guy right now.
Sure.
Yeah, I need information about a certain person, and I heard you're a person that can provide such.
So, can you tell me a little more about who you're asking information about? You're gonna ask information about for later. Like, is this a random fellow student? Is this a particularly boring random fellow student? Is this a
I would
particularly
say
interesting, like?
it's not too much of either. Like a guy that people rumor about has like some minor things going on that might not entirely be legal or immoral
Are
or
you asking
something.
for information on sleep?
No, I'm not asking for information on this guy.
Ah.
I value my life.
Fair enough.
Or at least my resources or my health or whatever might be in danger. No, it's just someone that's basically like a small fry for all them, and then like okay, that guy who might have pissed on someone's in front of someone's door when he was drunk or something, like real like boring things, but not too boring like this. What do you want from that guy? I mean, come on, he's like in between. I mean, I might find a person that is does really weird things. Might be fun story, but
Master of Evil has rolled a die.
I
Okay.
have and discovered out the truth about the university. No.
So, Reginald shrugs and is like, sure, whatever. Like, who do you need looking at?
Yeah, and I tell you that this random guy that I thought is not particularly interesting, but not too uninteresting to make people wonder why I would ask about him.
Okay, can you tell me a little more? Like, is he a student here?
Yeah, it's probably a student, like someone who makes his own
So
alcoholic
he's asking
beverages
this to
or
Levi.
something.
Like, he just wants to know like demographics, like age, class, or whatever you have on him for him to start looking. Not that you say, yeah, I'm looking for John. Okay, now I have to look up all the Johns in the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's someone I know. Like, of course, I picked him, so I'm giving him the information I already know about him, and
Okay,
that's just
okay. Mathers, what time frame did you give him? Like, when did he say he could give the information back to Levi? Like a week or?
Oh, probably just like a couple days.
Okay. There will be a letter under your door in a couple of days.
okay. Let's open it, I guess.
And then he walks away. And then he goes to Mathers and he says, "Hey, I talked to Levi like you asked me, and he wants me to look up John. He is in the geometry class, like 4th year student. Yeah, I told him he'd have it in a couple of days. A letter under his door."
Why do I just imagine this with small school children, like he's in a 4th class and
4th year student.
Well, very good. Thank you. I will get right on that. And will you be available to relay the information back, or would you prefer I find someone else? If you're too busy, I don't want to trouble you.
I just told him I'd push a letter under his door.
Oh, okay. Well, then don't worry about it. I'll take care of the rest.
Okay. Can I get back to work now?
By all means. And thanks again.
No problem.
So, I'm gonna look into this John the 4th year.
Okay.
Um,
I'm
It
calling
was
this
a
now.
test run, you see.
yes.
I'm calling this now. He's either gonna be the most boring student ever to live to be at a university, or it's gonna be some guy that's has really major shit going on, and we just get into it by accident, and we're like, the hell?
Holy crap!
And
Well,
he is on
that
that guy.
depends
He
on
must
what
be really good.
that depends on what the six represented, huh?
Yeah.
John the Fourth here. Turns out he's an assassin.
As you do, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's a 5, not a 6. So if 6 was very interesting, then I still don't think a 5 would give you assassin.
Fair enough. So would this be research or like inconspicuous to follow him around, or
That depends on
something
what
else?
you're doing. Research, I think, is more like looking in the library for books and stuff, or going to
Going to your
Gerald,
friend at
going
the...
to Gerald and talking to Gerald about him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even sure though. That might even be more circles. It just depends. What are you doing?
Hmm. Uh. I. Well, okay. So first, really, what I want to do is just sort of uh, try to consult the rumor mill.
Okay, that might just be rumor-wise.
Hmm. Might just be, huh? Uh. All right. So that's based
You
off
can make
of.
it a link test if you want. Find somebody who knows all the rumors and
Sure.
then have them help you with finding the rumors.
Sure. Might as well, like, uh, start digging the ditch before I jump in, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So that's another circles roll?
Yeah, that would be.
Okay.
You're making friends here, like meeting people, talking to everybody.
Making friends.
Well, you're increasing your circles on the long term.
Yes, yes. It's all good. Um. So, I'm guessing no modifiers unless I wanted because I'm already doing the circles roll as a link
That
cast, right?
depends on who you're going to. If you're going to somebody like if you just talk to somebody you know on your acquaintances list, I don't think it requires a roll.
Okay.
So if you happen to be acquainted with somebody you know, somebody who knows rumors, then that's easy. You can ask for help from people that would give you modifiers. In this case, I think you can make use of their reputation. I mean, the biggest rumor monger of the school must be somebody with a reputation.
Mm.
And
Sure. Yeah. I'll.
and if it's somebody that you've searched for before, like Gerald, you also get 1 day.
Okay. Uh. Well, okay. Is Gerald known for being a rumor monger, or are they just sort of connected because
Not
they're
so much.
they're in?
They know. Gerald, I feel, knows more facts about people from admissions, so factual data, than rumors.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'd rather look for someone who uh, is specifically into dishing. Um, and it'd probably be another student, but I don't think there's any other qualifiers than beyond that.
Well, I feel like character knowledge is something that they'd require. Making them an ob2, but they have a reputation, so you get +1 helping die. And I don't think time and place matters for you, right?
No.
Oh,
I mean, within the 2 days, but
Sure, but 2 days seems like a reasonable place to talk to a fellow student.
yeah, okay. So modifier 1, Martha. Base obstacle is 2, and haha, an actual success.
Okay.
Johnny, what have you done?
Oh, and I should name them, right?
Oh no, I'd like to, because I'm making this giant list of NPCs already, so I'd like to suggest that it's somebody already created.
Okay.
As to make things easier, but I'm still choosing between 2 people who might fit the bill. What kind of rumor monger are you looking for? Somebody more nasty, spreading rumors kind of type, or just somebody who's socially well connected?
The latter.
Okay. Then you find Sarah. With double R.
Sarah Lynn, Sarah?
Yes.
Cool. Que sera, Sarah? With the 2 R's.
Yes, and an H at the end.
Yes. Well,
Okay, so Sarah's there, and she's willing to help you find out things about John. So what is it you'd like to know exactly?
well, a friend of mine is about to engage him in, or is considering engaging him in a sensitive matter, and I just want a general idea of his trustworthiness. Anything you know, really.
Sure. I can talk to some people. I can help you with that.
Well, thank you,
She
Sarah.
gives you a smile.
Yeah, I believe we. It's. I'm glad we got a chance to talk. I believe we have some friends in common, and it's.
Do we?
Yes. Uh, Lynn.
You see her face like sink.
Oh, is there a problem? I don't want to intrude if it's none of my business, but if there's anything I can do to help.
Let's see.
If I hit this information, now this must be.
So let us see how nice you come across to her. You can use whatever skill you can think of to please her, like if etiquette, if you're trying to be particularly particularly etiquetous. Particularly correct.
Okay.
Or something else if you think it applies.
Yeah. I think I want to persuade her that that essentially that we're already friends. It's just a matter of you know getting to know each other a little bit better, and that I really do want to help out all of my friends.
Okay.
That's not even a falsehood, really.
No, I believe you. Sure. Reference list obstacles. I think this is an ob 3, an act you can accomplish if you concentrate.
Okay.
You need to put in a little effort, but she's persuadable.
Ooh. I think it's too late now, but I could have put Artha into that circles test just because.
That's
Or
true.
was it open?
Well, I had I had a couple of 6s.
Does it matter though if you
Oh,
roll higher?
just towards eventually
quali-
changing the shade of my
that-
circles.
That, and it might increase the quality. I think like you've got the working carefully and working. You got these 3 things. What are they? Working carefully, working quickly, and working patiently. And working patiently allows the player to allocate extra successes to the quality of the finished product.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's do
So,
that.
yeah, you can see if you get this. This is, by the way, something that's on the list of player responsibilities. It's up to you guys to tell me after you've rolled if you're working carefully. Working carefully is beforehand. Yeah, working carefully is beforehand. This increases the time a test takes, but it gives you an extra advantage die. Working patiently allows you to allocate. This is afterwards allows you to allocate extra successes to the quality, and working quickly allows you to allocate extra successes to reduce the amount of time. So,
So
you can find her very fast. You can find her, and she's and find out that retroactively that she actually has a problem with Lynn, or find out other information that might make her more likely to work with you, for instance.
okay.
That's
So
you vanished for a second there, but you're back now. Do you know
Yeah.
what it was?
okay. So
Let's just
yes,
like
I'll. I guess I'll apply the current extra success and any others I may garner.
Yeah.
Towards working patiently. And okay, and I'm just rolling re-rolling the 6s, right?
Yes. So you roll 2 dice.
Okay.
No, 2 successes.
Yes.
Okay. You know what? For that, I will give you a juicy tidbit.
I like tidbits.
Yes.
You have more than one friend with her in common. Well, acquaintance anyway. Someone you knew. She is the girl with the blonde hair that Gerald was interested in.
Oh, well,
They've been on a date. Like, Gerald hasn't been able to stop talking about it. They've been in a date, and it was a lot of fun.
a lot of fun as far as just Gerald was concerned, or they both had fun.
Well, as far as he's concerned, they both had fun.
Oh, and Kelso, I lost your cam.
Oh,
Really?
she's there for me.
Oh, okay. If it's
But
just
she
me, then it's
vanished
probably
for a
on my
moment.
side, and I will.
Look, I'll just refresh. It's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, she vanished for a moment earlier for Mark and me as well. So
Okay. Well, I'll refresh as well and see if that.
I didn't notice anything. Yeah, Mark said something about that.
yeah,
I
it just
didn't...
blacked out. It didn't even last a second. It was just off on like that.
Yeah, maybe I blinked and missed it, but yeah, Brad, you were frozen for me, so I'm refreshing also. So
You're frozen for me now.
well, that's
Right.
because I'm
You
in
were
the middle of
moving before.
refreshing.
If two frozen.
I'm
people-
refreshing.
Very.
Well, the refreshments.
Here we go.
All right.
now?
Here we go. Perfect.
Well,
All right.
no. Now I lost Mark.
I don't see you too, Brad. So
I see everybody.
I see
I see
everybody
everybody.
except Brad.
Well,
I
since-
just reloaded. I mean, should I break it even more? I don't think so. All right.
There we go. Okay.
Yes.
everybody's back. Yay!
Okay. So,
If you
Let
want,
me
you
see.
can go back and mention that you know them both
sure.
to soften her response.
Okay. And where do I mark having put fate towards?
Yes.
There's the little circles beside it. Besides every and one of your skills.
Oh, I see. And you just put a number. Okay.
Yeah, you put it in the one marked F for fate.
Cool. Got it.
Yeah, and don't forget to write that down as well, Mark. That you use the fate point on observation.
Okay, that's okay.
That allows you to later move at some point after like spending a lot of fate and persona and deeds on one thing to turn it from a black skill to a gray skill, which means that instead of 4 or higher, you need to roll 3 or higher for a success.
It's not easy, but that's why
It's
you
not
gotta
easy.
mark it down every time because you'll definitely forget. You need
Okay, where
a
do
lot.
I mark it down? I'm learning this skill right now, so does that even mean that I can do it? Because I think when I'm learning it, I probably can't mark it.
So if you're learning it, then the fate that you go, it goes towards whatever the base is.
Yeah, towards the base thing, I think so too. So
Perception.
Yeah.
yeah, so you just put 1 in perception then.
Okay. So, should I go ahead and roll the persuasion right now?
So instead of her face falling, you just see her hold for a moment, like she's thinking about something or sorting out her emotions, and she says, "I see, I see." So she's not. Her face is not actually falling. You can still try to persuade her if you want her to be particularly positive towards you, but she doesn't seem to be rescinding her offer to look stuff up for you just right now.
I'll definitely attempt to make nice and say something along the lines of we should we should all hang out sometime soon. It'd be a pleasure and an honor.
Well,
yeah.
Not all of us. We can definitely make something work.
All right. Whatever you prefer. So, should we just? I mean, okay. So that the circles roll is actually just like the was supposed to just be the linked roll.
Yeah. So you have an extra die now.
Okay.
Because she's helping you.
Okay. And what is my obstacle?
You were planning to.
Her will, which is 7.
I think it's. Oh, are you doing perception again?
Persuasion.
Persuasion. Okay, so you're trying to talk nice to her. Okay, she's gonna look it up for you anyway. So for the link test, this doesn't matter. For the persuasion, that too.
Okay.
It just became easier.
All right. Haha! 2 successful rolls in a row.
Damn.
What's happening?
That's just bizarre.
We're getting mad
Crazy.
here today.
Yeah, and I will in fact continue to work patiently.
Okay. So, she smiles and she says, "Yeah. Like you should tell me. You should tell me some more about Gerald sometime. Like, how do you know him?" And she says, "But that can wait. That can wait. There's no rush."
Um, yeah. Well, before heading off, I will drop what details I know. Like nothing sensitive, but
What does he like?
yeah. I guess really what I'll do is I'll point out some of the good things about him, since this sounds like it's going to whatever I say is probably going to get back to her friend who dated him. I want to.
No, she's the one dating him.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
Dating. They've had a first date. They went to drink coffee somewhere, but yeah.
That's what you
Okay.
do on the first date too in this world.
Why not?
Sure.
I mean, I don't know. Is there even coffee?
Yeah, there's definitely
Yes.
coffee.
Okay.
It's not a hell world.
How dark this world would be without coffee.
I drink coffee when I'm at home.
I didn't drink coffee. Well,
I
not most of the time
survive
anyway.
every day.
I just sleep 9 hours.
But we just me too. But we have to respect Brad and Kelsa, of course.
We just don't sleep. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
If
9
coffee is
hours.
important to them, then it's important everywhere.
Jeez. So much sleep.
I usually manage 9 hours combined over 2 days. Usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, if I get a solid 6 hours, I'm usually pretty good.
What
Crazy.
the hell is wrong?
I don't know.
But I don't know if something is wrong with me or. But I mean, I just if I don't get
No,
my
it's probably us.
if I don't get my 7 hours of sleep, I usually don't even care what's going on. Oh, I have really important stuff to take care of, but and I'm taking up. So, I only said no.
Life is a candle. I mean, you're wasting opportunities if you don't burn it at both ends.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
So,
gonna have a problem holding the candle when the flames reach each other.
I mean, you just get burned a little bit. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. You didn't need those fingers. That's Desi's policy. Didn't need those fingers.
Fair enough.
Or that finger, the one finger that she's missing.
So you can name Sarah
so,
on
okay.
your character sheet, and you can write down that she's positively inclined towards you. From the persuasion check you did, basically. See it as a link test for next time. So write down that at some point you get +1 die. When you try to get her to do something for you.
Okay. And do I get a good dish on John?
So that has nothing to do with their persuasion. That was what I was trying to tell you earlier.
Mhm.
So finding information on John is based off whatever test you roll to find that information, whether that's inconspicuous or something along the lines, or observation, or a bit of both. And she will give you an extra die because she's going to ask around what the rumor mill says about it.
Okay. So yeah. Inconspicuous sounds good to me. I'll just, you know, she is amongst the people that I'm asking, asking to get information about him, but I'm, trying not to draw a whole lot of attention in doing so.
Okay.
Okay. Feel like I can. There's some forks here.
All
though.
this information, or all this fuss about a person, nobody really cares.
Well, who knows?
It could almost be Burn After Reading. That movie.
Oh yes.
Or The Big Lebowski.
Yeah. So I think I would like to fork some Citywise and maybe Falsehood. Is that, other than with Sarah, I'm not. I mean, in general, I'm not.
I can see falsehood here.
Yeah. I'm not leveling with people as to why I'm asking this. I'm trying to, not have it be a thing. So I think let's just leave it there. What is my target?
I think ob 4. Oh no, it's a tiered thing, of course. So fill in ob 1.
Okay. Well.
So you find the usual. Did you write down the extra die from? I didn't think you did. You did 2 dice, not 3.
Ah, okay.
From Sarah. So you can roll another die. Ooh.
Ah, wow.
By the
I
way,
say-
mouse over that too. See how many 1s you got. That's crazy.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
Wait! This is not like the dice we had last week. Are we sure about that? Did you know about last week what we did with the dice?
No.
I
We did-
slept all day last week. I was so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We played like 80% of the evening with dice. Like we had these movable dice on the field, and we just rolled them all the time, and we always got like incredible combos. Like always so much 1s and 2s, and we haven't realized that we are rolling D2 all the time, and we were supposed to roll D6.
Wow.
We were like, no, that can't be right. What's going on here? And then at some point I was clicking like choose side, and was like, oh, they can choose 1 and 2. That doesn't seem right.
Something wrong with this.
So I think I'm going to spend yet another fate on this inconsequential John.
Mm.
The more fate you spend on him, the more important he becomes.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
That's a law, actually. This is all your fault, Mark.
Okay.
John will
Still,
take over the world. I
okay,
might actually
so-
have to make a character sheet for him.
Yeah.
I mean, how much fate did we spend on him already?
2. Well, okay. So sort of one of it was establishing niceties with Sarah.
Okay, yeah.
So 3 successes total.
Okay.
I think we have our main antagonist for the game.
John will take over the world.
I mean, I wouldn't be against it. Actually think that's awesome, but
So up 3, an act you can accomplish if you concentrate. Okay. So I'm gonna need the help from you guys because I wasn't prepared for John and I have no idea what he's hiding. But he's hiding something. So does anybody have any interesting ideas? Love interests with interesting people, or being a competitor of mothers?
he could be blackmailing the university into it giving him good. I mean,
Would he
I don't know
survive very
that
long
all the
though?
professors are like, yeah, okay.
Okay,
you're
I've got a
getting
weird
this.
one.
Yeah, weird
What
one is
if?
good.
What if he has already mastered Alar, but is hiding it from the professors for some reason to stay at a lower tier in the university?
What is if he is one of the Fae?
That's also interesting.
Yeah.
He got a 5, so he's not that interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking that that he was like possibly dating one of the teachers.
Didn't we already come up with someone that was secretly dating a teacher, or was it that we came up with one of the teachers was secretly dating a student?
Although I definitely like the having mastered Alar in his downplaying as well.
I mean, he could also be a secret namer.
He's in university for 4 years. So that would probably, like most students would have mastered Alar way before him.
Yeah, most people who aren't Mathers.
I'm not sure.
Maybe he likes to perform some musical instruments or something. And
I know. Okay, I've got something.
Let's hear it.
Mothers, you notice that he goes in and out of the brothel quite often, and he stays there for unusually long times. Like he doesn't go in there and comes out like half an hour later. He goes in there and he comes out 5 hours later.
Interesting. Well, I'd be happy to chat up people at the brothel, and
Ooh.
I mean, it seems like that's the sort of thing where
could be bad for your reputation, though. And Davy might not thank you.
Yeah, there's that.
I mean, you could send Davy and say, "Hey, you can, so you know that you can trust me. I won't go there, but you can go." that certainly won't be a problem, right?
Just like pretend you want to work there, okay?
Yeah, that'll go really well.
You have the looks, right?
I mean, she does. Okay. I'm making a sheet for this guy. John the fourth year student.
Yeah. Well, okay. I guess get back to me because this seems like a delicate matter. I need to think a little while about how to approach it.
Sure. Mm, let's head back over to Desi then.
Okay.
Desi,
Yes.
you're open for business.
Yes.
What time of the day is it? Is it morning, evening, afternoon?
I think she's usually like opens up in the early evening, like before most people have dinner, but late enough that you wouldn't really call it afternoon anymore.
Okay.
Like around 4 or 5 or something.
Okay. Well, today, a girl, rather like a young woman, comes in. It's hard to guess her exact age, and you haven't seen her here before. She's not one of your regulars, and she skips in and she says, "Hey, Desi, I need your help.
That is what I'm
Will
here for.
will you be my wing woman?"
Not usually in my job description. But for the right coins, I can be flexible.
Sure. She shrugs. I have an eye on a friend of yours, Levi, and I want you to set me up with him.
Now,
The inner conflict of the group. Nobody trusts each
interesting.
other.
Levi is an odd soul. Yes. I'll tell you what. Since this is not normally a servant's that I offer, how about we make a deal? Make it a double date. You find me someone, and we'll go together.
Hmm. Sure. 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 We can do that. We can do a double date.
I'll need a few days. How about the new moon?
New moon's fine for me. What type do you like?
Not very chatty.
Not chatty. Male or female?
I mean, it would be fun if
Yes.
So you may
Well,
miss
so-
that, but I shrugged. I just
Uh-huh,
realized
yeah,
that
yeah. I
my
didn't
black
miss that.
background with my black hoodie that may not have read on the
I was trying to think of what she would reply, whether she decide that that'd be a problem or not. If you didn't give her clear instructions, but I think she's fine with vague instructions. She'll come up with somebody who's not talkative. Sure, sure. I think I know somebody. My name's Z, by the way, and she like shakes your hand.
Yeah, like and she takes her hand and shakes it briefly and says, "Always a pleasure, Z. Now meet at I'm trying to think of a name of a place off the top of my head.
The Aeolian.
The Aeolian? Yeah, sure.
That's
Sure, let's go there.
expensive.
It is expensive. It's perfect. I was just gonna name a random place, but I like that even better. So yeah, let's go there.
Okay.
You're
Aeolian,
not
new
going to
moon.
show up, right?
I need to know your fee, by the way.
The So she says, dinner for all of us.
I can do that.
Brilliant. I'll see you on the new moon.
See you. And she skips off.
Yeah, like, and then I immediately am going to divine whether this is a good idea.
Sure.
She agreed to it, but she's like, now she has to ask the stars, like, what she's missing here. If I can make a divination on myself with astrology.
Oh, I know who she's gonna set you up. Haha.
Ooh. Sorry, I had an idea too, but I'm not gonna say it. Let's see what you come up with. So yeah, I wanna ask the stars.
You
about,
can tell me your idea, but I already have picked someone.
Mathis.
It was Rav.
Oh.
I considered Rav for a moment.
It's such a bad idea. It's better that you don't.
I don't think Rav is silent enough. But
That is a good point.
I have
That's
someone who you haven't met yet, but who's created in one of the player backgrounds.
Cool.
Who I think might fit the bill of silent.
Awesome.
So by now they do.
That sounds interesting. So yeah, I think that according to her instinct to always consult the stars before engaging in an endeavor, she's going to read her own horoscope about the night of the date. If I hit this button, it should give me a pop-up. Okay, Roll20 is lagging. This is good.
Joy.
Always helpful.
What is the... no, why are you not giving me a pop-up? There we go. What is our,
Oh, never mind. The person I was thinking of doesn't work. Because
Oh,
I'd written
no!
down as character traits, noisy.
No!
But that doesn't
Okay.
exactly make him
No,
silent.
it doesn't. Okay. So I'd like to fork in omen-wise. What is the op I'm looking at for my own horoscope on this date? I think it's 2 or 3. Constructing a person's horoscope ob 2. Actually, determining the auspiciousness of beginning an enterprise ob 3. That sounds more like what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's determine auspiciousness.
Nice.
All right. 3 for 3. Very nice.
Yeah, all these green rolls. It's crazy.
It is crazy. If I'd had a 6, I would have spent fate on it just to spend fate on it, but I don't, so.
I know who I'm setting you up with. Perfect.
Evil love.
Yeah. I'm doing that. Okay, so you made the thing.
Like after Z leaves, like Desi stands up and like flips her door sign to closed, and then she gets out her star charts and like her astrolobes and like crystals, and she starts, charting out herself for the date of the new moon. And
what would you want to know specifically? Like, I know that it's more vague questions, but are you interested in the specific
to see
date?
behind the veil here? Desi doesn't trust Levi, and the reason why she made the price be a double date was so that she can be there and watch Levi in
Okay.
a different setting than she normally gets to. And so basically what she's looking for is not the outcome of the date per se on either one of their behalf, but like if she's going to be able to get like a better read on Levi, or if there might be something again pertaining to Levi that or even her or whoever the date is that might be like dangerous about this meeting.
Okay. So whatever you get back will be murky at best, because that depends. Like, of course, like we can see, like, as astrologists you can see what happens, but I don't know what happens because it depends on Levi and whether Levi likes and all kinds of things like that. So I'll try to give you a good estimation of what you see, but keep in mind that everything depends on what actually happens on the day.
Of course.
Which I imagine
this
will
is
play out.
basically like there are no red flags that say that eating fish on Tuesday is going to result in your death, or that you're going to be betrayed by a close friend, or you know,
so you see
the usual stuff.
You
Exactly.
see a lot of interesting things with this meeting. The stars are sparkling with excitement. There's a little gray edge somewhere along the lines of the things. Some of the chart just is pointing too much towards Jupiter. But overall, like it can't ruin the sparkliness.
Sparkles?
Yes.
Is that good sparkles or bad sparkles?
Good sparkles.
Okay.
Sparkles are good.
I mean, maybe.
In this case.
I mean, this is a magical university. Sometimes sparkles are dangerous. Sometimes sparkles are the first warning sign.
True. In this case, they're good sparkles.
Okay.
Well, they're excited sparkles.
Ooh, excited sparkles.
Yes.
Okay, sweet. So yeah, we set up. So I guess the next move is me going to talk to Levi.
By the way, is it this person? We have talked about this.
Yeah.
Do I already know this person, and now that she's coming back, or do we play it from?
So I imagine that you
That she followed
don't
me
know
here,
her
or?
intimately.
Okay.
You may have met her in passing, like you know the daughter of one of the people who you've seen at the thing somewhere.
Okay.
So, but it's up to you exactly how and what, because she's your acquaintance. So technically, you know her.
So I don't feel stalked when I hear her name.
Up to you.
Okay. Let's decide that on the fly.
Officially, according to Burning Wheel, you are acquainted with her, so you know her. You've played with her as a kid or something.
Okay. Yeah, might just that she was there at the place that I was. What's it called? At the court, and met her there. And she was staying there for a longer time for some reason, and.
So yeah, where would Desi find the Levi on in the early afternoon, evening?
On a beautiful felling day.
Mm-hmm.
Who? What?
You? Where would you be?
When Desi finds you.
Yeah, when I find you, go looking for you.
I mean, either I would be studying at home or studying in the library or in the university at some lecture.
Well, I think it's late enough in the day. It's probably not a lecture, but you might be at the library. How about I find you in one of the study rooms that we, as a study group, often frequent?
Yeah.
And I guess if you want to be their Mathers, you can, but so yeah,
Sure.
Desi
Maybe
comes
not
in
like
to
directly
see-
involved, but
Just sitting there
but
studying.
yeah, happen to be nearby. And
Yeah.
my ears are always open.
Oh, of course they are. So yeah, Desi comes in and smiles and is like, "Good, there you are."
Hello. How
And
are you?
she nods to both of you, and she comes and she sits down next to Levi, but not on the not on a chair, but like on the table. So she's you're sitting here, and so she's sitting like facing you, but on the table. Um, and yeah, she kind of kicks her legs a little bit like a kid for a few moments before she says anything, so you have an opportunity to
I just
like.
how can I help you?
Very glad you ask.
I bet you are.
You and me are going out in the new moon. Lovely dinner.
I did that. I wait. That's news to me.
I know.
But now you know.
And now you know.
There are many new things in the world.
Don't worry. Paid for. You just need to be pleasant
That's
company.
not the problem here. I mean, but how what is the sudden? Why suddenly? I'm
Now
a bit
she leans
perplexed.
in. She leans in like it's conspiratorially, and she's like, "Double date. Need you. Be there for me."
I actually don't really have time for dating.
You have time for dinner, music. Hmm? 3 hours away from the university is not going to
Yeah.
devastate your studies. I ask the stars.
So because I already know that that's for some reason she is not very fond of me, and I don't want to escalate things. Yeah, okay. When and where? I don't have too much time, so don't expect me to stay long. But I'll see if I can drop by.
I'll work the food.
In a mirror. I already forgot how you say the name of that.
Emre.
Imre. Yeah.
You can see it
Yeah,
on
Emre.
on the map.
I know, and I always say it wrong every single time. I'm reading it, and in my brain, that's
Emre.
anyway. Emre. And the name of the place we're going
The
to.
Aeolian.
Aeolian. In Emre, the Aeolian.
It's not even here in this town.
It's just across the bridge now. 2 days hence on the new moon.
Oh God.
I
Fine.
pardon me for intruding, but Levi, I just have to let you know that this sounds like an opportunity you wouldn't want to pass up. The Aeolian is one of the most remarkable establishments in the city. You shouldn't miss out.
No. And she like falls backwards across the table as she says that, and just like lays down, stretched out for a moment across the table, and is like, some of the best performers in the world come through there.
So, Melis, you wanna drop by too? Make it a triple date.
Oh, well,
You can bring Davy.
if it's okay with you, Desi, I can look into arranging something. But I mean, if I'd be intruding, then please, I'll drop it. I don't want to stick my nose in where it isn't welcome. Lie.
Right. Hold on, I have to say this in an obfuscated way. Hold on.
You're
Your
welcome.
presence would be unexpected.
Perhaps another
Just
time
might
then.
be there. Wait, sorry, what did you say, Mothers? I didn't hear you.
Oh, perhaps another time then.
I look like hell to Melis. All right, then I guess we are going there.
But again, I apologize if I'm intruding, but I am curious. Who are the other people who are being dated?
Like, I think that she cannot disguise. There's just this small flash of like, I was trying to just not mention that. Goes across her face, and before she says, well, there's someone I've had my eye on, and a dear friend, lying to her teeth, was arranged for us to go out together as long as I brought Levi for her.
Oh,
I've been
that's
sold out.
They're
that,
used as currency.
It's interesting because I'm telling the truth and also very much not at the same time. Because the person I've had my eye on is Levi, and not because I like him.
I mean, I basically, I just said that loudly, by the way. So I've been sold out.
Not precisely.
Oh.
it seems more like an opportunity than betrayal to me, Levi.
I mean, free food and the Aeolian.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm
That's
here
not
about.
the point.
I mean, I'm here to work hard and get my stuff done, and not to meddle around in high class.
Everyone needs
Oh,
to
man.
eat.
But yeah,
Mathis, you've been here the longest.
that's not what I'm saying. I already agreed to it, so I'm staying to my word. So
Okay.
so I basically like you can tell that I'm like I literally have a million better things to do, but I will just do it for you.
Ah.
And
And
again,
like at this point, Desi, who's still been kind of like sprawled out across the table, when he says, "I'm going to do it for you," she just sits up in one thing, and slides off of the table onto her feet, and she claps twice. Fabulous. Then see you at 7 on the new moon. And she just like walks out.
Oh, one moment. Now that it's settled, and I'm sure that you're all going to have a great time. There's one thing I didn't quite hear in your answer about who you were going out with, which was who you were going out
yeah,
with.
at which point she walks out the door and it closes.
I mean, Mathers, you could have a completely unrelated fun date with Davy that just happens to be on the new moon in the Aeolian.
That could occur.
Rescue me.
I'm pretty tapped at the moment, but I'll look into that. So
Just borrow money from Davy for the date.
yeah, there we go. Would now be a good opportunity to take a short break?
Yes,
Sure.
I think it'd be a perfect time to take a short break.
Okay.
I'm having so much fun with this, like with the Burning Wind game, that I forget time.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened as a GM with any game before. Literally none. But it's just so much fun.
I mean, I think the setup is really good right now because every player is looking into every other and just double crossing without knowing. And
But
like,
without it
you
going
know-
hard against hard, like it's interesting. Like there's intrigue that messes around, but without it becoming direct player versus player fights, it still stays somewhat socially acceptable, which is really cool. I really like it.
Yeah, and I love Burning Wheel as a dating sim.
Right?
Yes. Okay,
May not
so
know what's happening here.
we'll be back in probably about 7 minutes. Please stick around.